yogis, welcome back to Miranda Camille Yoga. I have finally brought you down here to our beautiful studio in Mooloolaba. Today's class is going to be all around the pose Grasshopper. We will prepare the body, and then at the end of the class we'll have a play with Grasshopper. So this class is really great for hip opening and twisting through the spine. So even if Grasshopper is not of interest to you, you'll get a lot out of this class anyway. Okay, let's get started. A mat, and if you have 2 yoga blocks, they'll be handy but not necessary. I'll meet you on the mat. So for our practice today, we will just start in a comfortable seat. If you'd like to sit on your block to elevate your hips, if it makes you more comfy, go for it. We're going to bring our hands onto our knees, palms face down so that we can just kind of start to ground and settle the energy as we begin. Close your eyes and just take a moment just to land. Start to feel the connection of your sitting bones against the ground beneath you. And allow yourself to sit up really nice and tall here. Reach the crown of the head to the sky. Tuck the chin towards the chest. We'll squeeze our shoulders up towards our ears and then slide them down the back, lifting the heart forwards. Take a breath in through your nose. Let your belly expand. Let that breath out of your mouth. Twice more, breathing into the belly. Out through the mouth. One more time, deep and full. Fill yourself up. Let it out. Nice. With your next breath in, we'll sweep our hands overhead, growing tall through the torso. Shift the gaze up towards your fingers. On your exhale breath, left hand to the ground, right arm reaches up and over. Big side body stretch here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we move through center and just straight over to the other side. Right hand down, left hand up and over. Beautiful. Inhale, hands move overhead. As you exhale from here, you'll sweep your hands behind. I'm going to pivot on my mat so that you can see. Fingers face our body, soles of the feet to the mat, reverse tabletop. Push into hands and feet. Lift your hips and recline your head back behind you. Take a breath in. And a breath out. As you lower your hips down to the mat, we'll take a figure 4 so that right ankle will cross over our left thigh. Sit up tall here, find some space into that right hip. Take a breath in and a breath out. Beautiful. You're going to lower that right foot to the ground beside you. Inhale your hands over your head, even through sitting bones, and then exhale, twist to your right. Those right fingers will creep all the way behind you as you push your arm against your knee. Inhale for space and exhale to soften in. We're going to unravel, take your hands through center and then twist over to the other side, to the left. Breathe in as you find height. Exhale as you soften in. You're going to take your right hand from here and hold onto that right foot. Then we're just going to pivot ourselves around so that we're facing the top of our mat. We're going to get active through this extended leg. So the knee could be bent or perhaps it's straight. Play with releasing the bind and sitting tall here. You're going to see if you can tap your heel to the mat. Lift it high. Tap it down. Lift it high. One more time, tap. And then lift. Beautiful. Lower that foot to the mat. Pull the toes to the face. Inhale as you sit up tall. As you exhale, fold yourself up and over that leg. Find a breath in and a breath out. We're going to find flash dance. The left hand lands behind our sitting bones. The right hand pushes ourselves to the air as we come onto that front shin. Then as you exhale, bring yourself back to a seat. Boat pose. Pivot yourself to the front of the mat and play with floating up through both of your legs. You can find support with your hands on the mat, or maybe they hold the backs of the thighs. Challenge for you here is to bring both of your hands over your shins. Take a breath in, sit tall, and then as you exhale, reach your right hand back behind you. Try to follow with the gaze. Inhale as you come back to center. Other side, left hand behind you. Start to welcome that strong twist through the body. Center, over to the right. One more each side. Back through center. And then to your left. Beautiful. Bring your hands to meet together. Lower your feet to the mat, butterfly. Hold onto your feet like a book. Inhale, sit tall. And then exhale, hinge the way forwards. Take a breath here into your outer hips. and a breath out. So you're going to make your way back up to a seat, and we're going to create a little bit of tension now. So you're going to bring your hands onto the tops of your thighs. Push your hands down into your legs, and then at the same time push your legs back up into your hands. So you're creating this tension and this resistance through your adductor muscles across your inner thighs here. Keep pushing and holding for 2 and for 1. Beautiful. Release. Let yourself fold forwards here one more time. Breath in and breath out. Bring yourself back to a seat. Hands sweep behind, reverse table again. Soles of the feet into the mat. Push the hips up. Lower the head back behind you. Then as you exhale, bring your sitting bones back down. Figure 4 on the other side. Left ankle over the right thigh. We sit tall as we find that sensation through the left hip here. Breath in. Breath out. We're going to lower the left foot to the mat on the right side. Inhale as you sit tall. Find evenness through your sitting bones again. And then exhale, twist to your left. Walk the left fingers behind you a little more. See if you can rotate, look over that shoulder. Breath in. Breath out. We'll unravel our way through center and then twist in the opposite direction over to your right. As you inhale, sit tall. As you exhale, soften in. You're going to take that left hand now and hold on to the left foot. Pivot yourself around so that you're facing the top of your mat. Get active through the extended leg. Play with releasing the grip. Point the toes. Sit tall from your lower back. Take a breath in. As you exhale, tap the heels. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, tap the heel. Lift it high. Last one. Beautiful. Lower that foot down, pull the toes to the face, sit tall. Then as you exhale, fold yourself up and over the left leg. Breath in, breath out. Flash dance, right hand lands behind. Press onto your shin, lift your hips, lift your heart, and open through the front body. As you exhale, set yourself back down. Let's come back to boat pose once more. Find that boat position. Find the steadiness through the center of your body, through that core. From here, we're going to lower to low boat. So option to use hands or forearms for support. We hover heels, we hover shoulders, we sweep back up, high boat. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, squeeze it up. We're going for 3, for 2, last one. Beautiful. Back to your boat. Cross your ankles over and now roll over to your hands and knees. So just a little moment for our wrists here because we will be doing some crow poses and then eventually our grasshopper. So we really want to work on warming and preparing our wrists. So to do that, you're going to come into this tabletop shape, spin your fingers back towards your knees, palms are to the ground. Tuck your toes under and then just allow the weight to rock back over your heels. And then bring the weight back forward. So just a few like that as we start to say hello to that underside of the wrist. Good. And then from there, make your way forwards. Other side, backs of the hands turned into the mat, fingers face your knees. This can often be quite a lot more intense. We're just doing the same thing, rocking the weight backwards and forwards. If you need to, you might just do one hand at a time and just switching each time that you come forwards. Beautiful. One more there like that. Nice. Make your way forwards, palms down, fingers forwards. We're spreading our fingers here as wide as we can, and we're going to send the weight into the thumb and the index fingers of our hands. I want you to start to tiger claw the mat, so you're pressing your fingers into the mat, and then think about lifting through the center part of your hand through that palm. So we're starting to activate our Hastabandha, our hand lock. From there, tuck your toes under, downward facing dog, the hips slide back and behind. Take a moment to arrive here, pedal your legs, sway your hips, say hello to that back line of your body. Beautiful. From there, come into a place of stillness. You'll take your right leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. Find a twist here as you stack open your hips. Bend into that top knee and maybe even you press up onto the tippy toes of the standing foot. We're going to level off through the hips, lengthen the leg. Take a breath in and then exhale, tap your left elbow, cross it over the body. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, tap your right elbow, knee to elbow, lift it high. From here, figure 4, we're going to take the right ankle across the left thigh like we did at the start. Soften into your standing leg and send your hips back. Breathe into the right hip and out. Nice. Step your right foot now between your hands and lower your back knee to the mat. Easy twist, right hand reaches up towards the sky. Option to bend the back knee and take hold of the back foot, or maybe it's more of an active reach as we work to switch on through the hamstring. We're going to reach forwards now for a lizard reach. Right hand out in front of you. You can let your right knee drop out to the side as you drop your hips and your chest a little closer to the mat. We're going to meet in Malasana squat at the top of the mat. To get there, tuck your back toes, float your back knee, and then land your left foot outside of your hand. Hands into heart. Inhale as you sit tall. Option to stay. Maybe you're going to open your wings, right hand to the side, left hand overhead. Option to bind your hands behind your back. Breath in and breath out. Beautiful. Take hands back into heart space. Press into your feet and now stand all the way up. Heel toe your feet a little closer together. Take your hands over your head. Interlace your fingers here. Arch through the back as you lift your heart. Exhale as you dive it into a forward fold. Breathe in for a halfway lift. So maybe the hands are on the mat or the shins. Exhale, fold forwards. Another halfway lift. Perhaps you float the arms back and behind. Exhale, fold forwards. One more time. Inhale, option to send them out in front. As you exhale, fold forwards. Plant your hands, find plank and pause. So come back to the awareness through your hands here. You're spreading your fingers wide, pushing into the tips of the fingers and activating through the hand. Hasta Bandha, lift the center point of the hand. We're going to take a breath in and come down to the belly. Use your knees if you need them. Lower all the way down. Baby cobra at the bottom. Pull the heart forward, squeeze the shoulders on the back. Exhale as you fold. One more time. Inhale, peel it up. Exhale, fold it forwards. Tuck your toes, high plank. Pressing back up, downward facing dog, hips behind. Breath in, breath out. Left leg to the sky, sweep it high. Find your twisted dog, stack your hips. Bend your knee, maybe you press up onto the tippy toe of that standing foot. From there, level off your hips, lengthen your knee. Take a breath in. As you exhale, tap the knee to the right elbow, cross it over the body. Inhale, bring back. Exhale, left elbow, lift high. From here, figure 4. Ankle crosses the thighs, you push the hips back. We soften into that standing knee. Breath in, breath out. You're going to step your left foot between your hands. Low lunge, back knee to the mat, left hand to the sky, reach open. Good. Play with picking up through your back foot. Maybe you bind, maybe you reach. Find your lizard reach, back foot to the mat. Take the left hand out as far as you can and let the knee drop out to the side. Tuck your back toes, float your back knee, Malasana squat. Right foot steps forwards. Pick your option, hands into heart, or maybe you open your wings, left arm out to the side. From there, take both of your hands back into your heart. Press into your feet. We rise all the way up to standing. Heel toe those feet back together. Inhale your hands over your head. As you exhale, dive it to a forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Find your option. Exhale, fold it forwards. We're stepping back with our right foot, crescent lunge. As you inhale, rise up. Soften a little into that back knee and then take your hands into your heart space. Grow tall through your spine. As you exhale, hinge forwards and then twist left. Find the rotation in the spine first. Perhaps you stay with hands at heart. Perhaps one hand to hip, one hand to knee. If that rotation and the bind is there, maybe the elbow hooks outside of that thigh. Stay for 2 and 1. Warrior 2. You're going to pivot all the way around. Excuse me while my back is to you. Sink into your front knee. Inhale, take a reverse. Left hand to the sky. Push that front knee forwards. Come back through Warrior 2 and then come to frame your front foot. Left foot steps back and behind, 3-legged dog. Twisted dog, stack the hips, bend the knee. Wild thing maybe if you are ready. Pivoting and landing gently with that left foot, lifting hips and heart. Nice. Make your way back through your three-legged dog, left leg to the sky. We're coming to a fallen triangle. We squeeze the knee to the chest and then extend it out to the right side. Right hand lifts. You might like to tap the foot to the mat a couple of times as you start to feel those adductors working once more. Beautiful. Right hand to the mat, push it back, three-legged dog. Take your chaturanga, your vinyasa now. So you could keep the leg lifted or you could bring it down. We lower halfway to chaturanga, pushing up and over the feet for upward facing. And we'll meet in downward facing. Take a breath in and a breath out. On your next inhale, right leg to the sky. As you exhale, tap the left elbow, cross it over. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, tap the right elbow. Figure four, take the ankle over the thigh, push the hips back, breath in, breath out. Step the foot between the hands, easy twist. This time option to keep the back knee lifted. Right hand up towards the sky. So you're going to start to push down a lot through your front foot here as we make our way up to that revolved lunge shape. Right hand back behind. Reverse, catch your back leg. Now come back to center and take your hands into your heart space. We're going to hinge forwards and then see if we can hook the left elbow outside of the knee. Option to open your wings here. Breath in. Breath out. Warrior two. Inhale as you pivot around to the other side. Sink into that right knee. Inhale, find your reverse. Then as you exhale, come to frame your front foot. Right foot steps back and behind. Three-legged dog. Twisted dog, stack the hips. Wild thing perhaps here. Lift the hips, lift the heart. Then bring yourself back through to your three-legged dog. Tiger curl, right knee in towards your chest. Fallen triangle, extend the leg out to the side. Lift the left hand. Little taps with that foot there for two. And one. Good. Take it back, three-legged dog. Find your vinyasa from there. Maybe it's a three-legged chaturanga. Maybe you leave it out completely. You decide what you need. We'll meet together back in our downward facing. Take a breath in and a breath out. Next inhale, top of the mat. Walk, step, or float. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We find chair. Utkatasana, take your seat here. Push your hips back, reach your hands forwards. We're going to find arrowhead through our arms. Send them back behind, hover the belly on the thighs. As you inhale, sweep the hands over your head. Option to come onto your tippy toes, lift your heels. As you exhale, heels down and hands back. One more time, inhale, we reach. Exhale. Good. From there, crow pose, or you stay in your chair, or you come down to your squat. Crow pose, palms onto the mat. Elbows walk their way back up the triceps. Beautiful. From your crow pose, you might jump or step back. We're going to take a vinyasa, and we're going to meet back in downward facing dog. Find a breath in. And a breath out. Top of the mat, make your way there. Walk, step, hop. Halfway lift, find that option of choice. Exhale, fold forwards. Reverse one, up we go to standing. Palms come to touch, find a back bend here. On your exhale, dive it down, fold forwards. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Other side, left foot steps back and behind, crescent lunge. Inhale as you rise up. Soften into that back knee, take your hands into heart. Inhale as you hinge forwards. Exhale as you twist to your right. So same as before, find that rotation. Then look at hooking the elbow, but maybe the hands stay to hip and thigh. We take a breath in and a breath out. Warrior two, unravel yourself. Sink into your front knee. Breathe in as you reverse. On your exhale, come to frame your front foot. Three-legged dog, right foot steps back and behind. Take that twisted dog, stack the hips, bend the knee. Maybe wild thing here, pivoting up and over. Breath in, breath out. Three-legged dog, right leg to the sky. As you exhale, squeeze the knee to the nose, fallen triangle. Extend the leg out to the left side. Maybe you find those little taps, lifting up and down. Beautiful. Take it back, three-legged dog. Move through your vinyasa. We'll meet together back in our downward facing. Breath in, breath out. Left leg to the sky, lift high. Exhale, tap your right elbow. Inhale, sweep back. Exhale, left elbow. Figure four, ankle over the thigh, push the hips back. Breath in, breath out. Step the foot between the hands, easy twist. This time the back knee can stay lifted. We start to connect in with that front foot. Push down so that you rise up, left hand behind. Reverse, catch that back leg. Beautiful. Come back into center. We take our hands into heart. You're going to hinge forwards and then explore hooking the elbow outside of the knee. Can you find that rotation without forcing yourself into the shape? Once you're there, maybe explore flying wings. Maybe even looking for a bind here. Take a breath in and a breath out. Warrior two, you're going to pivot and unwind. Deep into the front knee, reverse. Beautiful. Exhale, come to frame that front foot. Left foot steps back and behind, three-legged dog. Stack the hips, bend the knee. Wild thing, make it purposeful, make it intentional. Lift the hips. Spin yourself back through three-legged dog. Inhale, knee to chest for fallen triangle. Extend the leg over to the right. Lift the hand. Little taps of the foot up and down. Nice. Right hand to the mat. Take it back, three-legged dog. And then we flow. Follow your breath as you move. We'll meet back together, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Settling and soothing your breath. Trying to find a little more length upon each exhalation. Breathing in and out of the nose. Beautiful. Next, inhale, look forwards. You're going to make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, find your seat, Utkatasana. This time, take your hands into your heart. We're going to go tall through that lower back. As you exhale, rotate to your right. As you inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. This time, maybe you hook elbow on thigh. Perhaps you fly wings for 3. We're here for 2. And 1. Good. Come back to center. Stay with those legs. Other side. Twist left. Maybe hook elbow. Maybe fly wings. 3. Keep sitting low. You've got this. 2. And 1. Good. Take hands into heart. Exhale, fold it forwards. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse, take yourself up to standing, interlace fingers, find that back bend, lift the heart. And then exhale, take your hands through heart space. Beautiful. Let's find Tadasana for just a moment. Hands by the sides. Close over your eyes. Let yourself come back to your breath. Feel the connection of the earth beneath your feet. Beautiful. We're going to play with our grasshopper pose. So from standing, I'll face you so that you can see from front on, and then I'll turn to the side. So we're going to start by anchoring into our left foot and you'll take right knee into the chest for stork. Once you come into that stork pose, we'll find figure 4, crossing the ankle over the thigh. Then take your palms to touch and bring them down into heart. Beautiful. Finding your balance there. We start to sit a little deeper in our seat. I'll turn to the side so you can see better. We sit a little deeper in our seat. We're going to grow tall through the spine and then take a twist over to the left side. So from there, hooking the elbow on the sole of the foot, we create that traction and see if we can spin a little further. The hands come down to the mat from here, and you start to find that little shelf on the backs of the arms. Send the weight forwards, your head is always the heaviest part, and then you start to see if you can lift through that left foot. And then bringing yourself back out. Good. We'll take it over to the other side. So blocks can often be helpful as well to land your hands on your blocks. So let's have a go with that. We'll take the left knee into the chest, come into your stork shape. Figure 4, your ankle over your thigh, and then take your hands through heart. Start to sink into that seat. You might like to hang out here for a little while as you start to get comfortable with that placement of the leg and the hip. We're going to rotate here to the right and start to hook the sole of the foot onto the back of the elbow, on the back of the tricep. This time let's play with landing hands on blocks. So it can be quite a distance to go to find the ground, so blocks can help with that. I like to rest my right hip on my elbow, but that's not always accessible for everyone. And it's also not really necessary. You can do it without. See if I can show you on this side. So that's with the elbow on. Oh, maybe not. So maybe you want to pause the video here, have a little play with your grasshopper on both sides. Always make sure that you try both sides. And then I'll meet you back at the top of the mat. We're going to make our way down. Take your hands over your head, grow tall. As you exhale, dive it forwards. Plant your hands, step it back either to a plank or a downward facing dog. If you want one more vinyasa to wash away that grasshopper play. And then we'll take our right leg to the sky. We're going to find pigeon pose. Right knee lands behind the wrist as you slide the left foot away. Walk your hands closer to your body. Push yourself up onto your tent pegs of your fingertips. Lift your heart and your gaze. And then exhale, ripple forwards. Once more. Inhale, full articulation of your spine. And then as you exhale, take it down. Rest your forehead. Let the breath be deep and slow as it moves through your right hip. Taking one more breath in and one more breath out. We're going to start to walk ourselves back up. We'll sweep our back leg forwards and take it over our right leg. So left leg is crossing over the top of right into this shoelace shape. So eventually the knees might stack right on top of each other, or if it's too much, you straighten out through your bottom leg. We'll take the hands high, finding evenness through both of our sit bones. We're going to drape the spine forwards here. So let your spine round, let your head drop heavily over your legs. And you could rest your head on your hands or maybe on a block. Take a breath in. And a breath out. So we're going to make our way over to the other side. So stay as you are. I'm just going to reposition myself so that we're facing the same way. So with your left leg over your right, You're going to take both of your hands over to your right side, put them on the ground. Push up onto your feet, and then we just pivot our feet as we walk our hands around. Keep pivoting the feet, and you should end up with your right leg over your left. Take your hands back over your head, find that evenness in your seat, and then let yourself drape forwards once more. That little twisty, turny transition. Some people love it and get it. Some people don't quite get it, and that's okay. It's a little bit of a Michael Jackson dance move. Just finding a couple more breaths, feeling the sensations of your outer hips talk to you. Just see if you can find a little bit of comfort inside of any discomfort you might be experiencing. Allow yourself to lean towards that discomfort. And just see if you can be with it. Nothing is permanent. This moment too shall pass. Find your last breath in and your last breath out. And walk yourself back up to a seat. So we'll find pigeon now on the other side. So the right leg, the top leg, is just going to move back behind us as you rearrange into your pigeon shape. Left foot is forwards. Press up onto your fingers, lift your heart and your gaze, and then find that movement through your spine. Two like that. Inhale as we move up, and exhale as we fold forwards. Just surrendering yourself down to the earth here. Closing the eyes. Just welcoming in all of the experiences. The experience of the breath. The experience of the rhythm of your heart. And the experience of your body talking to you, the sensation maybe in your hip. Maybe it's somewhere else in your body. If it's not pain, rather discomfort, see if you can just simply be with it. Taking one more breath in, and one more breath out. Walk your hands back towards your body. We're going to sweep our back leg forwards now. Send both of your legs out in front. Sit tall into your seat, and now just bring yourself onto your back, nice and slow as you recline all the way down. When you arrive, move your arms over your head. Give yourself a great big full body stretch. We'll take both of our knees into our chest, wrap our hands around shins, lift your head, neck and shoulders, find a tight little ball. And then exhale as you lower down. Take your feet out wider than your mat, your arms out to a T, and we'll just take a windscreen wipe through our hips. Just shifting and moving any residual tension that might still be lingering. Good. And then legs back to center, take them out long. Taking a moment for any final movements that you might need. Maybe a rock of the head side to side. Maybe you want to open your mouth and stick out your tongue so that you can soften through your jaw. You're going to start to close over your eyes. Allow your body to take up as much space as it needs. As we come to the most important moment of our practice, this moment of stillness. Shavasana. I welcome you to stay in your Shavasana, in your stillness, for as long as feels right for you. If you're ready to move, finding your way to a seat. We'll meet together with our hands at heart space, feeling sitting bones connecting to earth, lifting your sternum to your thumbs so that you can shine your bright light. With a beautiful smile over your face, we'll bow our heads together in respect and gratitude. Together we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for another sweet little practice. If you enjoyed, please like the video. Please write to me and comment. I always try to reply, and share with your friends. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Big love.